storytelling time. I have chosen a wonderful book. This has become my new, what should I say? Shall I say my new time pass? You can, grab this book somewhere. It's available everywhere. And I must say, whosoever has done this cover page, it's amazing. So today I'll try to, narrate one of the most loved chapters for both of us, for Sudiksha and for me. Can you guess, Sudiksha, which chapter would I be sharing today?
Chapter 3 Emergence of Shiva.
Yes. So let's see how Lord Shiv, जो हमारे जब वो बहुत ज़्यादा गुस्सा करते हैं,
रौद्र रूप.
यस, रौद्र रूप जब धारण करते हैं, कैसे तांडव करते हैं, है ना. बट उस तांडव करने की वजह तो नहीं बोलूँगी, बट वो आए कैसे, उनका उद्भव कैसे हुआ. हाउ डिड ही इमर्ज? लेट्स ट्राई टू clock in. Okay, so yes, that is Shiva Emerges. Earth had been molded with the body fat of Madhu and Kaitapa, and it was now time to garnish it. Brahma created 8 primary mountains, including Sumeru, Kailash, Himalaya, and Malay, and 7 island continents, including Jambudvipa, Kusadvipa, and Pushakaradvipa. Rivers and oceans began flowing to suckle this newborn world. Everything had been embryonic inside the golden egg, and the Creator was making them manifest now. Trees and plants and fruits and flowers. The earth was taking shape, sprouting limbs and organs. It came to be known as Bhulok, while the heavens above became Swargalok. The netherworld below was split into 7 regions, including Atal, Vital, Sutal, and Patal. And above these 3 realms lay Vaikunt, Vishnu's abode. Time began ticking, and Brahma divided it into 4 yugs or eras: the white Satya Yuga, and the red Treta Yuga, the yellow Dwapar Yuga, and the black Kali Yuga. Together, they would constitute a Maha Yuga. Okay, so this was something which was not known. I think many of us, at least of today's generations, this is something which is mind-opening, isn't it? Okay, the eyes of the Param Brahman were unblinking now, keeping an eternal watch over Brahmand. The moment had arrived for Brahma to plant the highest form of life in Bhulok, to create man in his own image. And that's where the next trouble confronted him. He closed his eyes. From his mind issued 4 Kumars, or 4 child sages, named Sanak, Sanatan, Sanadan, and Sanat Kumar. Okay, Sanatan, alright. So they were the first sons of the creators, the first beings born out of his divine aura, projecting from his man or mind. They came to be known as Manasputras. And since they were 4 in number, they were also called Chatursana. Okay. As Brahma experienced the first pangs of paternal love, he informed the brothers that he had produced them for a purpose. They were to aid him in his task of creation, populate Brahmand through the act of procreation. The Kumars folded their hands and said, "No, no, no. Do you dare refuse to do your father's bidding? Disobey the one who gave you life?" "Pardon us, Parampita," they answered. "We are grateful that you created us, but We do not wish to remain confined within the circle of life and death. Why be dedicated to something so finite when the universe around us is infinite? Good question. So imagine during those ages, they even dared to ask and be rebellious to their dad. Let's see. देखते हैं आगे क्या होता है.
Was this actually rebellious?
Maybe for today's generation, this sounds to be rebellious because their dad wanted something for them. You know, their dad had one focus. They wanted his 4 sons to do something, but the sons, they did not want. They had their own thoughts. Probably they wanted something else to do. Okay, so let's see what happened next. Alright, why be dedicated to something so finite when the universe around is infinite? Good question. We would rather meditate upon it, upon the alluring nature of Param Brahman. We are expressions of truth and purity, and those alone can fulfill us, not this mortal world, but the worlds beyond. Don't you hear the 4 directions calling out to the 4 of us? And alarmed Brahma began pleading with them for the sake of creations, reminding them that their refusal would render everything unless but the Chatursana did not budge. More than propagating, they were interested in interrogating. They begged the Creator to bestow a boon upon them. Bless us, Parampita, that we may never age. Okay, so they wanted to remain forever young. Okay, that we may forever remain Kumars, child saints receiving and transferring knowledge for all eternity. Brahma argued some more but finally yielded. Watching his Manasputra's leave, he felt an intense rage inside him. In that violent emotion lurked the 3rd trouble. As his anger mounted, it sparked from his forehead in the form of a fiery beam, and from that inferno emerged a being, a celestial being with eyes blazing red. Roaring ferociously, he demanded, "What is my name?" Brahma sat in awe, wondering what to reply. The being's eyes turned sulphuric now as he roared louder, "Tell me my name!" Recalling that the root word for both red and roaring is Ruth, the Creator replied, "Rudra, I name you Rudra." Rudra was Shiva, Mahadev, another divine manifestation of Param Brahman. Presiding over Tamas Gun, he now completed the cosmic trinity. Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the preserver, Shiva, the destroyer. Energies dark and turbulent were arising in his terrifying form. Brahma calmed the god down with folded hands and requested him to aid in the process of creation. Shiva agreed and instantly started generating one being after another. A radiant smile creased the creator's face, only to freeze the next moment. What is Maharudra doing? The god was multiplying his own self. Like a cell undergoing mitosis, he was spawning his own replicas, all Rudras one by one, an assembly line of mirror images. Each one of them, 11 Rudras were standing before him. Stop! You cannot do that, Mahadev. Do what? Bring forth immortals? Why not? The whole cosmic balance will tilt. Creation must give rise to mortals. They must die to be born again like this very universe they inhabit. That alone shall sustain the cycle of creation, preservation and destruction. We cannot have immortals living on earth. Can you not produce mortal beings? Shiva shook his head. I can only generate immortals. If that nullifies your process, then I cannot be a part of it. I would rather meditate. As the god departed, leaving the 11 Rudras behind, Brahma gazed at them. On one hand, his Manasputras had refused to spawn a single being, and on the other, Shiva had brought forth multiple beings. Neither paucity nor plenty had helped his Brahmand. The Rudras were now clamoring for a place to live, and the Creator designated 11 sites for them. One was allotted the heart, 5 were given the sense organs, and the remaining 5 got the elements. The Rudras left, and Brahma was all by himself again, chiding himself for not knowing better, for not comprehending that Mahadev, whose hallowed task was to destroy, cannot create, that the triple division of labor between Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva was sacrosanct, and the cosmos would never blur those lines. Creation was his karma alone, and he would have to own it. He picked up his reins again, making way for the final trouble. So that is how my Lord, our Lord Shiva, emerged. This is through the eyes of Satyarth Nayak, the author of this amazing book, Mahagatha, 100 Tales from the Puranas. That is Purans rather. So you can just, go through this book. This is amazing. This is my new time pass. So I'll end here. I hope all of you enjoyed how our Lord Shiva emerged. I also enjoyed reading this. So that's for now. See you sometime later with some more such beautiful stories, maybe from this beautiful book. See you again. Good night. Tata, bye bye. Shobai bhalo theko. Do like, subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching.